yes, that is a giant cat on the side of a building in Tokyo Shinjuku district. Not what you expected when you clicked on this video? No? Now you know how I felt on my recent trip to Japan. Ostensibly, this video is an unboxing, but I would be remiss if I did not talk just a little about Japan's tech scene because it is so different from anything in Europe and the US. Let's start first with the Akihabara district of Tokyo, which is probably larger than my hometown and in one of the strangest places I've ever visited. Fortunately, when we were there it was grey and overcast, so the pictures don't really do it justice. It occurred to me that Tech District is a very politically correct way to describe it, as most people seemed a lot more interested in the thousands of anime vending machines on the street, yep, that's a thing, or the massive anime shops dotting the main street, alongside the famous Akihabara maid cafes, and I'll let you Google that one on your own. But when it comes to PC-centric tech, there are quite a few shops ranging from ultra glitzy with RGB filled systems in the window that are at least twice the cost that I would be comfortable paying to whatever this thing is. It seemed to be mostly filled with very expensive junk, but people must be buying that because it otherwise would not be open for business. Going around some of the back alleys, you'll find some true gems, with Dospara being the one that I like the most. It's a bit like CX here in the UK, but more hardware focused, offering both new and refurbished things, selling them for what I would consider a decent price point. Now, I don't know exactly how their franchise model works, but I have been in the 3 Dospara shops, including the main one in Tokyo, one in Kyoto and one in Hiroshima, and all 3 had very different prices, with the Kyoto one being by far and away the cheapest, hence why I got my RTX 3070 from there, with the only bummer being that they did not offer tax refunds. If they did, I would most likely have emptied my PC account then and there. Now, before we get to the actual unboxing, there is one more observation I have. If the prices in the shop for used components are so low compared to what is available in the UK, it means that the local marketplaces must be amazing. Unfortunately, I do not have the time to go and scour ads, but considering the Japanese aversion to pre-owned stuff, I have a funny feeling that there would be some incredible deals for someone with the time and inclination to look for them. I took a bit more footage, but unfortunately I did not have a gimbal with me, so it's pretty shaky. But even so, I find that it's well worth having a look. Now let's skip back to the UK and take out of the Dospara branded bag this Galakuro Gaming RTX 3070, a Japanese market only Galax card. I kept the receipt and warranty card, but it might be a bit difficult to fly back across half the world to claim it. I did trust the salesperson when he assured me that this is not a used GPU, it's only an open box that was only tested to see if it's working properly. And then it was for whatever reason pulled from one of the systems they had on display. The thing that really got me though was the fact that they had a couple of the exact same card with slightly different prices. I mean, you're only talking 2-3,000 yen, which is less than 20 quid, but when I asked why, they said, oh, we bought these at different times, and when we do a purchase, the resale price kind of gets locked into our system. Anyway, apart from the unfamiliar branding, this is a solid dual fan RTX 3070 reference card, not to be confused with Founders Edition, which is an Nvidia custom design. There is no RGB, but the heatsink is very beefy and the card looks good. It also looks like it has good contact between the memory pads and the cooler, so there are no issues there. Speaking of, while taking off the cooler peels, there is one thing that dawned on me. I can't find a single warranty sticker on this card, and unless I am mistaken, this has never been opened. And if it has, someone has done a borderline incredible job, as there are literally no indications. Whenever someone takes a card apart, they usually leave tiny marks that are visible if you know what to look for. A little scratch on a screw, a little bit of warranty sticker left over, stuff like that. But this one exhibits none of that. And that's about it for this video. If you liked it, please subscribe so you don't miss the next one, where I'll be using this card in a PC build, and I will of course also benchmark it as part of that process.